Well, now we shall deal with one term and then we shall stop a discussion. The term that you're going to get introduced with is distancing. So, the distancing effect is a very commonly known term used by John Willetts in 1964. Okay, uh, which is the translation of the alienation effect. In 1964, he used the term the alienation effect. Okay, or more recently, another term is used, the estrangement effect, which comes from the German word. In your Satan net examination, they ask you a question on such kind of things. Now, what is the translation of the word, or what is the German word for estrangement effect? So you can see it is Wolfram effect. The German means this particular word comes from this German word, Wolfram effect, because this term was coined. Coined means to use for the first time by German playwright Bertolt Brecht. It is performing arts concept. Means it is used in the context of performing arts, drama especially. And Bertolt Brecht was a very famous German playwright, and he used the term Wolfram effect for the first time, and it is translated into English as alienation effect or the estrangement effect or distancing effect. Now, when Brecht used the term for the first time, he used it in an essay on alienation effect. Of course, this is the English translation. Alienation effects in Chinese acting, which was published in the year 1936. And he described Wolfram effect or estrangement effect or alienation effect as playing in such a way that the audience was hindered from simply identifying itself with the characters in the play. Playing in such a way that the audience was hindered means prevented from simply identifying themselves with the characters. Now, many times when you watch a movie, you try to correlate your personality with that character's personality. But here, uh, the author, the narrator, the dramatists try to use such a technique that the audience does not identify itself with the characters in the play. Means it is a distancing effect. They do not find themselves in that character. Originally, this term was used by psychologists to denote the relationship between emotional involvement and actual physical involvement. Okay? To suggest the relationship between emotional, suppose we get involved emotionally, and there is again physical involvement as well. So this relationship is suggested by the term in psychology. But when we understand it in literary criticism, it denotes the degree of detachment, alienation, distancing set up in certain texts by the author's speaking voice, as well as the corresponding detachment generated in the reader. Neither the author nor the reader identify themselves, get involved in the story. They keep themselves away at the distance. from the happenings in the character's life. So it is acceptance or rejection of their actions, and utterance was meant to take place on a conscious plane instead of subconscious. Whether to accept or reject the actions and utterances of the characters, that takes place on the conscious level, not in the subconscious level. There are three layers of mind. You might be knowing: conscious, unconscious, and subconscious. These are three levels, layers of human mind in psychology. Uh, Sigmund Freud uses the term, you know, id, ego, and superego. You must be familiar with these words. Conscious is id, ego is unconscious, and superego is subconscious. So whatever happens, it happens on these three levels. For example, if you feel like eating something, now you see something, very tasty food, that is your conscious mind, and you feel like eating. Unconsciously, on your second level of mind, you think that I should eat, I should go and eat it immediately. But your subconscious mind tells you, no, that is not good for health. Your subconscious mind is a kind of police. And in your childhood, your parents play the role of your subconscious mind. They tell you what is good or what is bad. So your subconscious mind tells you what is good or what is bad. Okay. So this happens, the acceptance or rejection does not happen subconsciously. It happens on the conscious level itself. So this is how you understand the term alienation effect.